The arrest of two 15-year-olds for the shooting death of their own peers in Malmö is not just a headline. It's a symptom of deeper, more systemic rot. It's a story of how a Scandinavian utopia famed for its lagom lifestyle and cradle-to-grave welfare morphed into a theater of urban warfare. Hello, I'm Eyerusalem Abrham, and this is the anatomy of a crisis that Sweden didn't see coming. For decades, the world looked at Sweden as the gold standard of social cohesion. Malmö, its third largest city, was supposed to be the gateway to Europe, a hub of innovation and a bridge building. But while the Swedish state was busy polishing its international image, the streets of neighborhoods like Rosengård was developing a different curriculum. What we are seeing today, 15-year-olds pulling triggers on 15-year-olds, is the climax of a three-act tragedy. The history of violence in Malmö didn't start with teenagers. It started with the professionals. In the 1990s, the city was a transit point for the Balkan arms trade. Following the collapse of Yugoslavia, automatic weapons flooded the Swedish market. At the time, the players were traditional criminals, Hells Angels, bandidos, and organized syndicates. They had a hierarchy. They had rules. Violence was a business expense, not a hobby. If a shooting happened, it was over a drug shipment or a debt. But critically, these men were adults. They didn't want children in their ranks because children were unreliable. Fast forward to the 2010s, Sweden's generous open-door policy met a reality it wasn't prepared for: segregation. In Malmö, entire districts became parallel societies. When the state fails to provide a sense of belonging, the streets fills the void. We saw the rise of second-generation youths who felt neither fully Swedish nor fully connected to their parents' homelands. They didn't want to work 9-to-5 jobs for a welfare check. They wanted the easy money, or snabba cash, glorified in pop culture. The police launched Operation Rimfrost and Operation Fridge, successfully decapitating the gang leadership. But here is the irony. By arresting the bosses, the police created a power vacuum. And in the world of organized crime, nature abhors a vacuum. This brings us to the present day, the most dangerous era yet. Today's gangs are not organizations. They are freelance networks. The godfathers of Malmö crime no longer live in Malmö. They sit in luxury villas in Turkey or Dubai, sending encrypted messages via Telegram. Shooting someone is now a gig. A 15-year-old receives a message, 50,000 kronor to take out X at this GPS coordinate. It's marketed like a side hustle, a way to buy like a designer jacket or a Rolex. For years, Swedish law was soft on minors. A 15-year-old could commit a cold-blooded execution and be out of a youth home in 4 years. The gangs knew this. They weaponized the Swedish legal systems on compassion against it. The arrests of these two 15-year-olds in Malmö tell us that the Swedish model is facing its greatest existential threat. The victims are not just peers who were shot. The victim is the very idea of Swedish safety. Sweden has gone from having one of the lowest gun murder rates in Europe to begin at the very top. It's a cautionary tale for the rest of the world. Social welfare without social integration is a ticking time bomb. The Swedish government is now scrambling. They are lowering the age of criminal responsibility, increasing surveillance, and ending the use rebate. But the question remains: can you legislate away a culture of violence that has already taken root in the playgrounds of Malmö? The answer, so far, is written in shell casings.